morning, Twitch.tv. Good morning to YouTube as well. And, of course, good morning, mini Motorways. Let's go to Manila for today's daily challenge, where we will have double traffic lights and 4 roundabouts. Interior city traffic control shall be quite easily executed on this day. Good morning, Samurai Sam. Hold on. Sam dropped a crab rave on us. I'm sorry about that. Sam dropped a crab rave on us. Hulkamat was here. No, wait, Samurai Sam was also here first. Sam, I got confused. You usually only drop the crab raves when you're not first. Hulkamat is here as well. That is a fact. This yellow will come up here. This yellow will probably not make the bridge trip over to this business unless it is needed. It is entirely possible that we will wind up needing it, but, you know, we can hope and assume that we shall not. Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness. All right, every time... I know I've talked about this before because we've done like 717 of these or something. Here. We started with 4 roundabouts, so I'm going to take 4 traffic lights here. I know I've talked about this before on the channel, but every time I have one of those, oh hey, I just randomly can't fall asleep and I'm trapped in a hole of watching TikTok or in this case YouTube shorts, and I can't put my phone down because brain hurt, and also not sleepy, and also, oh look, it's 4:17 in the morning. Every time we do one of those, it feels new. It feels new and different, and then I'm like, oh right, this is a thing that happens when you have a bad, dumb, poorly functioning brain, such as that of the _Goog. It is not fun. Generally speaking. Broad statement here. Hot take. Flaming hot take. It is neither fun nor good to have the kind of brain where every once in a while, despite going to bed at roughly the same time and despite having pretty much roughly the same bedtime routine, now when I say roughly, there's a margin of error of like 2 hours, and the same bedtime routine is, in fact, decide you're going to bed, take a melatonin, hop into bed, and then stare at your phone. It's not necessarily, you know, a good routine. It is a routine. It's just not a good routine. So, yeah, every once in a while, the brain just decides, actually, sleep is for the weak. And then, at, say, 7:03 the following day's morning, you realize you are weak. See also the reason why the Goog phones in bed. Don't phone in bed, folks. Don't do a great many things that the _Goog does, and one of the things you should not do is use your phone in bed. It's bad for you, and your brain, and your sleep, and your observance of the horrors. It increases it, turns out. So we're going to do something truly ridiculous in order to get these purples, or dark blues rather, over here in anything resembling a timely manner. We're going to do this garbo crap. Actually, hold on. No, we're going to do slightly different garbo crap. This is... No. This blue at least exists. Like, we can at least do this. This is still bad garbo crap, but it's better than the... It's better than the Red Road garbo crap we had previously been doing. This will at least keep this dark blue business from fucking dying until, you know, Monday morning, where we hopefully get a bridge or a motorway or something. I mean, if we don't get a bridge or a motorway or something, well, listen, this is not extant forever times, but it's fine until we need it to not be fine. And hey, look, you know what we can make it not be now? Fine. And by fine, I just mean in use. We don't really need this particular... Why did I run the thing over that way? Yeah, we don't need that particular dark blutuation to go over that way anymore. Okay, so you go here. You, Yellow House, swoop down here. Service that business. Everybody go. 3 dark blues, motorway number 1, over to here. 3 yellow houses, herky derp road, into here. 1 yellow house comes over, does that. That'll be, broadly speaking, fine. You have to get pretty broad with the amount of which you're speaking in order to qualify this as fine, but, you know, we can speak broadly. Here, let us speak broadly for a moment. Wrestling is good. That level of, broadly. I thought Dynamite last night was a pretty darn good go-home show for Revolution, which has, it looks on paper like a damn fine wrestling show. A damn fine wrestling show is on tap for this coming Sunday from the Crypto.com Arena in Los Angeles, California. Is it a good idea to name your basketball arena in honor of the business whose sole function is to undermine the value of the American dollar? I'm not a business genius. Clearly. Now, granted, the previous name of the business was the Staples Center, so, we're not exactly talking about icons of great nomenclature or nothing. It's just, there are slightly respectable brands like, brick and mortar office supply stores are still things. And then there's, hey, what if we made a money whose only purpose is drugs and treason? That'll be fun. And for a very small subset of people. Oh, also fraud. Drugs, treason, and fraud is the reason for crypto, basically. You come over here. This situation is bad. I don't really have a good situation for this. We could use a bridge, except for the fact that I don't have the bridge. Like, if we used a bridge I don't have, we could possibly make this situation a little better. You know what we could do, honestly, is just hoink a roundabout. If we hoinked a roundabout up into, say, here, we could do this, which actually isn't the worst thing in the world. We still need, like, a bridge or something in order to treat these greens with the proper respect and admiration they deserve, but, it'll be fine. Hulkamat asks, what terrible company name is Nationals Park going to be called? X the Everything app. It will be named the X the Everything app Ballpark. And, yeah, I can't think of a funnier punchline than that. That's just what it's going to be called, obviously. This dark blue is going to come up over here. We drew motorway number 2 in this manner. And the plan eventually is doot and make this a bridge, because duh. The plan over here is similar bad things. You can... Good morning, Clancy the Crow. Always a pleasure and a joy to have Clancy with us. You're going to come down here. We're going to turn this into a perfectly cromulent traffic light. And we're going to have a dark blue point out that way. Oh, hey, you don't necessarily need to do the thingy-mabooby. Okay. We're going to grab the text of this spambot message. And then we're going to /ban flabbergasted roundness, which, god damn, that's a good fitting name for your stream boost spambot fucker. Damn you, stream boost spambot fuckers. Stream boost spambot fuckers could also be a halfway decent title of an episode. We're not going to do that, but it's worth noting. You know what? Let's save a bridge here. I think we can save a bridge and also help out with this red circle, because this red circle is kind of cadedulated. You come over to here. We're going to have these 2 red houses join this red road, go over that way. We're also going to have 2 different spurs of this roundabout, because all of the reds in the world are basically coming up here, going into the roundabout, and then northwesterly they wind up here, straight up westerly they wind up here. Either way, this bridge here fucks the fuck off and goes away, meaning that we can dead kill. Actually, no, we need not dead kill motorway number 2. We can repositionate it. You come over to here, you swing off this way, voop, voop, voosh, and voosh. You, and you come here with me. One end of motorway number 2 winds up over here. One end of motorway number 2 winds up over here. And away we go. Oh, ridiculous walkie-talkie. That's another very good name of a spam bot that we've seen recently in Clancy's channel. They have been vicious. I mean, vicious may not be virulent. There you go. They have been virulent of late. The stream boo cheap viewers spam bot garbage. It's annoying. All right, this yellow house here should be on this road, go into the roundabout way over yonder. You swing up in this fashion. Okay, how are we doing? We're doing okay-ish. Like, not amazing or nothing, but you come over here, boop, boop, and boop. Okay. I wonder if it would be a better idea to have, like, motorways for these reds instead of this silly, ridiculous, lengthy road. It's probably basically fine. Good morning, Peter S. Always a pleasant and wonderful Always good to have Peter S with us. Let's take another bridge and hold. Wait. Well, actually, sadly, we can't really do this over to... Well, actually, hold that holding on that we were doing. What if we stuck, say, a roundabout right here about, and you went in here and then had a southeasterly spur come this way. You two service this business. By the way, northern spur goes off in that direction. So all of the reds still wind up doing this nonsense. And then we can come over here, kill all of this road, and have this light blue friend and whatever else spawns around here go into this business. That seems, somewhat reasonable, somewhat feasible. You go up here. You know what we can even do? We can pull more of our red friends and kind of separate. We can separate the reds and keep them from spawning on top of each other so much as they go about their crimson business. That seems like a plan. We're going to kill this road here. We're going to isolate this dark blue friend in this manner. And then I think what we'll do is do some movementations, such as, let's grab motorway number 3. And actually, this clump of 3 is going to go up here. This clump of 3 is going to swoop in here. That avoids ultra death length in terms of our road placements. Hi, you exist. Not necessarily not necessarily fans of that, but, it'll be fine. We can come over here for you. You, buddy, are gonna be... yeah, sure, fine. Let's chop this road. Draw a new bridge for you. You go that way. And now you get the southwestern spur there. So these two greens through the roundabout down here. In order to get to this red business, red houses have to go through not 1, not 2, but 3 roundabouts. And that, I think, is good. I think that is exactly how we were intended to live our lives. I think that shows good moral character. I think that is as prescribed in the Book of Circles. Obviously. Let's take a roundabout, given that I've used 3 of them. Also, this business here is now a circle, as was foretold in the Gospel according to Roundness. The Gospel according to Roundness is, of course, the title of the episode. Come on now. Nothing like good open-ended Bible-searching SEO to goose your viewership and engagement numbers. Tell us your favorite chapter of the Apocrypha in comments. Oh, I'm just Christian knowledge-y enough to get myself in trouble. It's fine. This is fine. You come up over to here. Shout out to all my anti-popes in chat. You swing down this way. All my anti-popes in chat would also be a pretty good title for an episode, but, you know. At some point, I just have to make a decision. You come over this way. We're going to do this with the yellows in order to allow these blues to do something truly dumb. I don't even know what I'm doing here. Hold on. What am I doing here? I think what I'm doing here... Oh, I'm doing this. Okay, I figured out what I was doing here. We're going to have these 2 blues form a road that goes this way, and then these 3 roads are going to form a road that right turns and PCTLs itself up in this direction. And all of this, broadly speaking, is going to wind up fine. It's just going to look really weird and bad doing it. Hey, speaking of things that are going to look really weird and bad doing it, I think we're going to reduce the number of roundabouts needed to access this business by 3. In part, because we're going to reduce the number of active roundabouts on the map by 1. We're going to kill this connection and this thing right here, and in place of them, we're going to draw a proper dedicated red road that kind of Nava swoops its way up here. There. So now these 1, 2, 3 red houses will sneak their way through here, get into this business. That'll be totally fine. We'll take a motorway. We'll add this dark blue to motorway number 3 going up this way, and then pretty much immediately we're going to realize that we don't need motorway number 3 to exist anymore. You come up here. You come up here, and then we chop and kill motorway number 3 as promised. Hi there. You sure are a green business. I don't think I have anything nice to say about you. What if we did this? Put motorway number 3 right here, and also right here. And we voop and voot and... Oh, hi. We're going to kill this motorway and then immediately redraw it because I want this house to be involved. Come on now. Alright. Get this out of here, point that house north, draw motorway number 3 in that manner. Thank you. Alright. Next. This light blue is going to get added to the roundabout going down to this business. This dark blue can curl hook its way up over to here. These 2 yellows are kind of technically not doing nothing. I could hook them in up this way, but I don't think I, strictly speaking, need to. These 2 reds, with only 21 road tiles, I'm a little hesitant to do anything about that. Here, I have a bad idea. Let's toss a roundabout right there. There. So now we've added 2 reds and a mostly pointless roundabout in order to service this circle, which is good. We'll hook this red up to this road, take care of that business. Seems fine to me. This red circle business nonsense crap is kind of just hanging in there. This roundabout doesn't necessarily love existence, but it's functional for the moment. We'll point you and you in this direction, so as to motorway number 4 you off that way into here. Should be okay. All right, now this red circle's getting mad. This whole double roundabout ultra long road situation is getting to be well, its tenability is in question actually at this moment. So all right, well, I did just use a motorway, so I don't presently have one, but if I was to acquire a motorway, I got a bridge. Okay, you just went circular. That's basically fine. Can any of these motorways be bridges? Actually, motorway number 1 can be a bridge. Hold on. What if we just zooped a bridge over that way? Would that be good? Would that be better? I think that might be good and better. Well, it wouldn't be better for this business. This business would be okay. It's not necessarily the best thing. But it's probably best for the long-term health of the town and city and such. Because what we can do is grab, say, the, what is this, 7 of you? Yeah, I think if we grab the, what is this, 7 of you, and toss you all down here, what we can do is murder chop the northwest spur off of this roundabout, and then hook grab motorway number 4 in, wait, no, not motorway number 4, I'm sorry, hook grab motorway number 1, such that this happens. The, what is this, 7 of you, come down here, hop motorway number 1, go straight shoddy into the circle here. Can we murder chop this top roundabout? I do believe we can, in fact, yes. Because the yellows just need to go like that, and the reds just need to go like this. So there's no need for this roundabout. Hooray! We've deployed and reclaimed so very many of them. More blues for the blue god. That should be okay. This motorway has at least been built in time to theoretically save this business, but there was a very important T word in that sentence, so we'll see how it goes. Early returns are bad for both of them, actually. This red place here doesn't necessarily love its new lot in life, what with the fewer car supports. Okay, also, hi. Hello. You're a green business that exists. You're a bunch of green houses. Hold on. I feel as though we can make the, it seems as though there's some logical interest sharing happening here. It's just a matter of, find and connecting it. All right. For the moment, well, I have an idea, but I think we have to wait until the weekend and kind of hope I get a bridge. If we kind of, 1, survive the week, and 2, get a bridge, I'm confident that we can get greens over to here. But, unfortunately, I'm not really confident that we can, 1, survive the weekend, and 2, get a bridge, because you need to survive the weekend in order to get a bridge. So, problems. How do I problems solve like Maria? That's not how you words right. You know what I meant, though. I don't think I have a magic bullet here. I might not have any bullet. This business is starting to catch up. A theoretical magic bullet is just steal one of these houses. Yeah, what if we just steal one of these houses? I don't think that's going to solve this in time. I think we're doomed, actually. I think we're... You went Opa! You went circle just as you were gonna die, and because you went circular, that means you have more room for dudes. Now, granted, you do need more dudes. That's still not a perfect solution. You're still ultra dying right now. But, there's promise and hope and goodness and light there, momentarily. Okay, so if you've gone circular, that means you're gonna need more support. But also, more things are gonna spawn. Hopefully, eventually, probably. Yeah, that was the first. Like, there have definitely been moments where I've been thankful that a business went circular. I think that's the first time I've been outright saved from certain doom. I was just outright saved from certain doom by this business going circular. Would be a shame if I couldn't do anything with that great and noble gift that I've received, which, well, it sort of appears that I can't really do anything with that great and noble gift I just received. So, you know, it'll be fine. Shit riggers, friends. What are we gonna do? We've still got to do something with this green square, and I did kind of predicate my ability to do anything with this green square on getting a bridge. And you may notice that we didn't. So, it's time to play everybody's favorite game, Flip-Flop the Overfucked Businesses. By flip-flopping these overfucked businesses, we're going to buy ourselves some time. Not much time, as this one is still doomed. Shit. Guys, how, if at all, do we get more reds going over here? Let's see. I've got reds coming up here along this bridge. I could... Well, I can't really do anything to get them onto this road because you're kind of... Yeah, you're kind of ISO all by yourself-inated. So, that's bad. I can't really sneak anything through here without torching this. And even if I do torch this, I've still just got reds over to here, which only really gets reds over to here. I could get reds onto this and then use this as a jump ladder over to this. But only that, even that, would only get through here. So Peter S. says the reds could have a shorter route in between the light blue houses, allowing me to murder chop another roundabout. Basically think you're saying I should thread... Yeah, the general suggestion is thread this needle and go off this way, which is a good suggestion. Like, this is not a run-saving suggestion, but there may not be any of those coming. So we should take our dubs where we can get them at the moment. You come up here. Yeah, this is going to get 5 more red houses, well, all 5 of these red houses up in this manner better and more quickly, which, listen, long run, great. Short run is we got to get reds over to here. Okay, so we've got, yeah, see, the problem is this. This red circle is 2 pins overdue, right? So the reason this is filling up is these 2 pins right here. There is 1, 2. There are 2 cars anywhere close to this business coming in this direction. So even if these 2 pins get picked up, the moment another pin spawns, the next red car presently heading in this direction is here. This red car has to go up here through this roundabout, around here, up here, navigate this corner, and then down here, through here, into here. In the time between a pin spawns and this circle fills up. So that's not gonna fucking happen. Now what I could do is marry these two together. Oh no, it just died. Those 2 cars didn't even get to the business. It just filled up that quickly. Okay, fine. All right, fine. You remember yesterday when we dedicated the entire episode to the daily challenge? Yeah, no. 1802 turns out to be an okay score. It's top 20%. But, yeah, we damn near got doubled up. So, drop those samurai slams in the chat. A sadness and failure in death. Now then, let us bring in our bestest friend, the Wordle. Hello, the Wordle. It could be devil. Could absolutely be devil. It's not. Could be lathe. There's no reason it can't be lathe other than the recently discovered fact that it's not lathe. Now, we do have plenty of yellow here, so it's not going to be later. It's not going to be after. It's gonna be pleat. It could be pleat, right? Could be pleat or cleat. It's neither of those. It's alert. That is also a word. That is very much also a word. In fact, it is the word. One must always be alert. Sam had all yellow in his first guess, which must mean that Sam guessed, what, later? Yeah, probably later. Later's a good solid first word that would have given you all yellow letters today. So, good job, Sam. Well done. Let us now get rid of the don't fucking tell me the answer text because we're about to cheat. Well, we're not about to cheat so much as we're about to just learn things or guess things. Hi there, British dude in what looks like a Chinese or perhaps Russian classroom. Are you Keir Starmer? I think you're Keir Starmer. I could be wrong about that. I think this is Keir Starmer. And if this is Keir Starmer, then this is recent. Because Keir Starmer has only really mattered at all in the last 5 years, and he's only really mattered in a way where he might be having a chat with Chinese students in what looks to be a Chinese classroom in the last year or two. Now, this doesn't look Chinese up here. Peter doesn't think this is Keir Starmer, and listen, I'm entirely willing to believe that this is not Keir Starmer. This could be... I mean, if it's not Keir Starmer, it could be... I don't think it's John Roberts. I don't think it's Justice Kavanaugh, whose first name is escaping me and might also be John. We need to operate under some assumptions, and one assumption under which I'm willing to operate is that this is Keir Starmer. Because if this is Keir Starmer, that means this was taken basically this year. Okay. Sam says if he hadn't played this morning, he would... Oh, right, he would tell me, but, you know, we're in competition now. I understand. Okay. Let's try to figure out what map is on the border wall. Border wall? What map is on the wall here behind these children? Honestly, given the size of this map here, and also the very clearly not Chinese of this text, I don't understand why Keir Starmer would be giving a Chatsky to several Asian students in what appears to maybe be Russia. Well, I understand that Russia is in Asia, but these are not the correct directionally Asian students. I'm sorry. No. Okay, maybe this is China. We can't say that this is definitely Russia, can we? I don't think we can say that this is definitely Russia. Now, we can't say that this is definitely China, but we can look at various other context clues and be like, you know what, this might just be China. So why is Keir Starmer in China? Maybe Keir Starmer's in Mongolia. That's a good question, although it does beg an obvious follow-up. Why is Keir Starmer in Mongolia? I don't know. With the yurt in the back? Is that what... Is there a yurt back here? Did I miss a yurt? Hold on. This thing in a yurt, is it? Hold on, did I just miss a call from work? That would be bad. That would be bad. Oh, I do have a recent call. It is... Huh. It's fine. I don't have a job assignment yet today, but, you know, there's a very terrifying word in that sentence. Alright, Keir Starmer, buddy, you're in Mongolia, and this was taken sometime this year. Let's go with that. Okay, so there's apparently one relevant city in Mongolia. Seems strange. Now, one thing I will say here is this map does appear to focus mostly on this white landmass, which appears to have a swoopy downy border, right? It does kind of look to be vaguely China-shaped in the sense that its northern border swoops down like this. And I must point out that, Mongolia does kind of have a swoopy downy northern border. It could be Mongolia. And, actually, hold on. If we look at this over here, and we compare the curvature of this to the curvature of this, yeah, okay. I'm increasingly willing to believe that this is Mongolia. Now, obvious follow-up question, once again, the fuck, is there apparently one relevant city in Mongolia? Apparently there's one relevant city in Mongolia. So, hi Kier, you are at, hey, that text looks like that text. Yay. So, my Starmery friend, you are at residential school in Ulaanbaatar, Mongolia, and this was taken possibly last week. Oh, that's why I recognize this guy as a British Prime Minister. It was the wrong one, but still, broadly speaking. Hi, David Cameron. Okay. All right. Okay. Fine. Sure. That works. Okay. So, we got German or perhaps Dutch signagery going on here. I think maybe I should be leaning Dutch here. This appears to have more ings and such than your Germinations might be. Okay. So, first immediate thought is Germany or perhaps some kind of Dutch. And what do you say here? This is the Broodnodige, all right, in Bellangen, Cody Bellinger. And your sign says Vivio in Vereniging Vendag. Okay, cool. Fine. Great. Congratulations on your nuptials, I think. I think that's what we're saying. All right, so this is definitely Dutch. What do you say here, Sash friend? What's your deal? You're the Perplegenden. Okay. So you're the Wyatt Erplegenden and Vorzog. Det het alleen voor Narmpet. Huh. Well, that doesn't help much. Do you say anything? Oh, you're the official motor car of the... Okay. Is this like some last hand on the car wins the car competition? I don't know. What are we advertising here, Dutch friends? De maat diskarmtop. Helpful. All right. So yeah, all right. So we're on Dutch River times in 1976. I don't know. This is 19. Yeah, okay. Hi, Dutch River times. Give me another one. Now, is there a town here that's named like Vereniging or Broodnodige or River Times? It could just be River Times. Hi there. I've decided that we're on this river right here. I'm picking out this body of water for no particular reason. Vereniging in Union. Okay. All right. We've decided this is a marriage ceremony. You just got married. Is union. Oh, so you're unionizing your Dutch car manufacturer, are you? Cool. Hopefully your Dutch car manufacturer are less shitty bosses than the literal children's television workshop, which laid off a whole bunch of people the fucking day after they went to the bosses and were like, "Hi, we make Sesame Street and also we want a union." And the people who make Sesame Street were like, well, the bosses of the people who make Sesame Street were like, ha ha, fuck you, 200 of you are fired. Anyway, we're right here, and it's 1974. I was in the right country, thanks to some help, and a great many years away from the... Okay. The Association for Nursing Home Doctors in Training. Hey, hey. Good job, Dutch elder care specialists. Way to unionize. Next, round 3. All right, we have a man in a Suzuki sweatshirt. Man, this would be so easy if I recognized this flag. This would be so fucking easy if I recognized this flag. I don't, but the language text here makes me think this is, I don't know if that's literally the language Afrikaans, but my gut's telling me South Africa. And given the general, okay, so this is also Dutch, but we're thinking South Africa. Cool. Given that this is a thronging crowd of cheering people in South Africa, and the general picture quality and Suzuki sweatshirts of it all, I think a whole bunch of shit went down in South Africa in 1994. So really, at this point, yeah, we're just here to pick a place in South Africa in 1994. So Sam, this is going to be horribly reductive, but twitch.tv/the_Goog. If you see a bunch of African-looking people with Dutch signage or Europeanish signage, South Africa, because colonization. It's horribly reductive, and in this case, probably accurate. Let's pick Johannesburg because it's slightly more central. Ever so slightly more central. Here, let's go to Soweto again. If it's French signage, it's different Africa. That's true. French signage is more, hold on. French signage Africa would be like inner hooky, right here-y parts of Africa. Like part of Africa that literally bears a French name part of Africa. Yeah. Now, if it's American signage, then it's Liberia. And if it's y'all never fucking conquered us, fuck the fuck off signage, then it's Ethiopia. I think Ethiopia is the one what never got colonized much. Man, it is entirely too early, and I am entirely too ignorant to be having this conversation. Anyway, we're in South Africa, and it's 1994. Probably seems reasonable. We are, in fact, in South Africa, and it's 1994. Hooray! Now, granted, I'm 222 miles away from where we are in South Africa, but details, that's fine. Round 4. We have a man on a roof, presumably in a place that is not Germany, looking for bombers from Germany. Venice? Why do I feel Venice? Why do I expect there to be a canal if we could just, hoopy-doo over the side of this roof place? That doesn't seem right. But, generally, this is a guy on a roof. He's looking out that away, keeping his eye peeled for bomby droppy planey dudes. So the real question is, which world war are you participating in, Mr. Binoculated Onlooker Man? I kind of think World War I, just based on, I don't know, vibes. But how big of a presence were bomber planes in World War I to the point where you'd have dudes on house roofs? Maybe it's 1942. It could be 1942. All right, so we're gonna say it's 1942. Also, where the hell are we? I kind of wanted to say Venice. And I kind of still sort of want to say Venice. I feel as though if I recognized what this building was, this would be a lot easier. Peter thinks this is Malta. I mean, I'm willing to entertain the possibility that you're not wrong, mostly because I don't entirely know where Malta is, but also what makes you think this is Malta? What's this? Is this anything? No, this looks like a factory or a housing project or something. Is this anything? It kind of looks like the Empire State Building. Well, it doesn't. Okay, so this is it's a British soldier, which we know because, I don't know, vibes, guessing, patch recognition? Could be patch recognition. Yeah. British helmet. Helmet knowledge. I understand. Okay. So helmet knowledge says this is a British soldier. You do sort of look vaguely medically. True. You're standing on a roof. This is definitely not... No, I'm sorry. Listen. It's entirely possible that there are nice villa-looking villages in Jolly England Place, but yeah. Honestly, Sam, if I hadn't immediately sussed out that my guy here was looking out for bomber planes, I would place this somewhere in the 1920s. So, yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna go with my gut. Listen, I feel like we're making gut calls no matter what. We're going to Venice. Where'd Venice go? Oh, Venice. Venice. Hi, Venice. Wow, you really are just fucking waterlogged, aren't you, Venice? How good do we feel about... It's probably fine. Here, you can be right there, and we're going to say that it's 1940. How wrong was the Goog? Fairly, actually. Oh, it turns out that there totally are lovely, gorgeous villa places in jolly London town. So, okay. But year-wise, totally and almost entirely completely correct. Why would the Nazis be bombing an Axis country? You raise a fair point. They could have been looking for English bombers. I don't know. Hi there, crowd at what I initially thought was a professional wrestling show. You're not. This is not a crowd at a professional wrestling show. This is, in fact, the festival, Woodstock Festival. Okay, so this is the Woodstock Festival in Poland. Thanks, Katrin Leckler. Oh, sadly, we can't come in exactly when this is. Is this... Okay, so, well... I mean, it does say Poland, so I was going to say this was Woodstock 99, but Woodstock 99 was an American flop disaster, wasn't it? This gentleman's t-shirt says that he's a big fan of Major League Baseball's City Connect jerseys, which, listen, if you gotta love a thing, you gotta love a thing. I don't know, man. Does your lanyard say anything, lady? It almost certainly does, but we can't tell what. So, okay. We got shirtless guy with a yin yang symbol. Does your lanyard says the same thing? It probably says Woodstock, actually, which doesn't grant us terribly over much knowledge. Okay. I don't think we're gonna be able to narrow this down any further than Poland. Ow. So, yeah, probably not. Unless t-shirt readings. No. Oh, you've got the same lanyard. Convenient. It does in fact say Woodstock. All right. Our friend Katrin here has been very helpful. Unfortunately, I think we've about extended her utility. So, we are somewhere in Poland I'm gonna stick with my Woodstock 99 vibes. There's very little in this photo that makes me think this can't have been 1999. Like, hold on. Wait. Is that a phone? No, you appear to be not so subtly flipping off the camera. Good job, time-traveling, long-haired Orange Cassidy. Alright, we got fucking nobody on the phone. This man is perhaps the most stoned an individual has ever been. This dude is so fucking stoned. Alright, we're in Poland, it's 1999. Poland is around here somewhere, right? Aha, hi Poland. Where in Poland? Man, I don't fucking know. Because we're in Poland, let's say we're near Warsaw. I don't know. Is there a Woodstock in Poland? Probably. Here, we can be here in 1999. Yeah? Yeah, does that make sense? It was 2012. I mean, I saw that there were digital cameras, but they were like tiny little flashy boombies like this. And the cameras have, broadly speaking, looked like this for 50 years at this point. It's fine. 39,682 sure as hell is a score. I don't know if it's necessarily a great score, but it's the one that we got. I clobbered Sam, which is good. Helps that I had cheating assistance, but you know, sometimes it's great to just talk things out and shout at yourself. For today's Immaculate Grid, we need Orioles, Giants, Atlantans, Cubs, dudes what had a 300 batting average in a season, and dudes what stole 30 bases. Oh, this is not going to go well. It's going to go poorly. How dare I be wrong about the Prime Minister and score more for it? Hooray, ignorance! Oh, well. David Cameron and Keir Starmer are proof that milquetoast's quasi-leftists are not just an American invention. They've been meaningless centrists holding back progress everywhere forever. May they all be thrown on their fucking asses. Anyway, San Francisco Giant, who had a... Yeah, that's true. He was a Tory guy, wasn't he? Well, ultra fuck him then. San Francisco Giant, who had a 300 batting average in the season, is Jeff Kent. Seems correct. Giant, who also played for the Cubs, is... Man, I don't know. Brandon Belt. Thank you for being here, Peter S. Giant, who also played for the Atlantans, is... we'll get there. An Oriole who played for the Atlantans is Kelly Johnson? No, Kelly Johnson did the National League East tour and also some bit parts at other places, but not the American League East. So, anyway, an Oriole who was also a Cub is Sammy Sosa. That's a nice layup for me. And an Oriole who had a 300 batting average season is okay, I'm very confident that Kelly Johnson was an Atlantan. I think he played for... Wait, did he play for every team in the AL East and also the Atlantans, Mets, and Diamondbacks? Huh. That's entirely possible. Alright, fuck it. Listen, I'm not getting an Immaculate Grid today just because I'm bad and tired and dumb at game, so let's go with Kelly Johnson. Hey, look, it's Kelly Johnson. I was correct about a thing, eventually, after having to be talked into letting myself be correct about a thing. But still, I was correct about a thing. Good for me. Baltimore Oriole, who had a 300 batting average in a season, is, I don't know, Larry Bigby? Possibly Larry Bigby, but definitely Cal Ripken's kid. He was good at baseball. There's a prominent Cub from the last decade who fits the top middle. I mean, that's probably true. Prominent Cubs from the late 20-teens into 2020s. Was John Lackey a Giant? No. Was John Lackey a prominent Cub? Also no. Kerry Wood, Mark Pryor, not from the last decade. John Lester, not a Giant. Chris Bryant? Oh. Yeah, that's actually good, correct. In fact, talked myself into it again. Thank you, Sam. Chris Bryant is a Cub who was also a Giant. Was Randy Johnson an Atlantan for a minute in the death spiral of his career? I feel as though Randy Johnson may have been an Atlantan for a minute in the death spiral of his career. But I don't actually think that's true, so we're not going to say it. Instead, we're going to try to name some speedy guys. An Atlantan who had a 30 stolen base season is Otis Nixon. Cub, who achieved the same feat, is... That's a wonderful question. Dave of Christ? I don't think Dave of Christ was on the Cubs for like an hour and a half. I don't think you can steal 30 bases in an hour and a half. But you see, the problem is I can't And he was not terribly fast. I mean, there is that. You know, he certainly was not terribly fast when he was on the Cubs, given that he was probably bad. So, let's see here. Anytime the game asks me to name a fast Cub, my instinct is to say Ernie Banks, but Ernie Banks is also not fast. So, shit, dude. Chris Bryant never stole 30 bases, and also I've already used him. Darwin Barney? Darwin Barney steal 30 bases? I don't know if Darwin Barney got on base 30 times. I don't think Darwin Barney was ever any good. Oh boy. I don't think the answer is Kyle Schwarber. I kind of regret having already used Sammy Sosa, because I can envision a world in which one of the answers here is Sammy Sosa, but he was never terribly fast either, was he? Man, who the fuck has ever run fast and also played for the Chicago Cubs at the same time? These are not really directly overlapping skill sets over the course of the history of baseball, being fast and playing for the Chicago Cubs. Man, I don't know, Ben Zobrist? By the time Ben Zobrist got to the Cubs, he was kind of washed up, and also he was never terribly fast to begin with. So, fuck. Oh boy. Here, let's knock out a layup while I'm thinking of it. A dude who had a 30 stolen base season and batted .300 is one Jacob Ellsbridge. Used to play for the Yankees, famously. Sam can think of a fast dude who was on a 2000s World Series team who played for the Cubs for a year, but I probably wouldn't know that. Astonishing hint, Sam. All right, let's name teams that won the World Series in the 2000s. The Yankees won it in 2000. They didn't have anybody fast. The Diamondbacks won it in 2001. Tony Womack was kind of fast. Was Tony Womack on the Cubs ever? I don't think so. Maybe. Was Tony Womack fast, good, and on the Cubs all at the same time? Don't think so. The Angels won it in 2002. Darren Erstad may have been a Cub, but he was never particularly fast. The Marlins won it in 2003, and when I first read the hint, my gut, for some god-awful reason, did go to Luis Castillo, but I don't think Luis Castillo was ever on the Cubs, so problem. The Red Sox won it in 2004. If it was a dude who was on the 2004 Red Sox, you would have just said it's a dude who was on the 2004 Red Sox. And no, I don't think they ever had a dude who was on the Cubs and good and had 30 stolen bases all at the same time. The White Sox won it in 2005, and they had, man, I don't know, Dwayne Wise. They did have Dwayne Wise. He was kind of mobile. They had Scott Podsednik. Was Scott Podsednik a Cub? I don't think so. The Cardinals won it in 2006. They had, I don't know, the rapidly decaying corpse of Jim Edmonds, I think, still in 2006. They had David Eckstein by then. Doesn't help much. The Red Sox won it in 2007. It's not the Red Sox for the same reason it's not the 2004 Red Sox. Totally would have been Sammy Sosa, but then I would have had to come up with insert Baltic Cub here. The Phillies won it in 2008, and the 2008 Phillies had Jason Worth. Jason Worth was never particularly speedy. And the Yankees won it in 2009, and they had about as many speedy guys as the 2000 Yankees. And now we have successfully named all of the teams that won the World Series in the 2000s, and 0 fast guys. There's a fast dude. Oh, God. Oh, boy. All right. There's a fast dude I'm not remembering. All right. Tell me what team he played on while I try to think of a giant Atlantan. Giant who played for the Atlantans, eh? Fred McGriff was an Atlantan. Never a giant. Ryan Klesko was an Atlantan, never a giant. Chipper Jones, Javi Lopez? Well, here's the thing. Javi Lopez was a giant, and Javi Lopez was an Atlantan, but different dudes. So, Javi Lopez, the catcher, was an Atlantan, but not a giant. Javi Lopez, the left-handed reliever, usually went by Javier, and was not an Atlantan. 2000. There's a speedy dude on the 2003 Marlins who was also a Cub and may have stolen third. It's not Alex Gonzalez. It's not Alex Gonzalez, the shortstop. No. Because Alex Gonzalez, the shortstop, was on the Cubs in 2003. He committed an error in, I think, the same inning as the Bartman ball. So it can't be Alex Gonzalez, the shortstop. It just occurred to me that saying Alex Gonzalez, the shortstop, doesn't matter because they were both shortstops. There were just, listen, y'all, this is a true fact. There was a time where there were just two dudes in Major League Baseball who were named Alex Gonzalez and played shortstop. They were just present and active at the same goddamn time. It's not Alex Gonzalez, the shortstop. It's not Josh Beckett. It's not Pudge Rodriguez. It's not Dontrell Willis. I can name more pitchers than fast guys on the 2003 Marlins. Jeff Conine was not fast. Oh, God damn it. All right, I'm not getting this. We're taking 2 stabs at it. I'm not getting this. It's Darwin Barney. Is it Darwin Barney? It's not Darwin Barney. Fine. Is it Ben Zobrist? It's not Ben Zobrist. Who the fuck was it? Ryan Sandberg was apparently fast. All right, Ryan Sandberg was apparently fast. Fine, whatever. Juan Pierre? Juan Pierre had a 30 stolen base season with the Cubs? The more you fucking know. Well, yeah, he was turbo fast. I didn't know he played for the Cubs. So you were completely correct that I did not remember that Juan Pierre played for the Cubs. Folks, that is going to do it for us here today on Good Morning Mini Motorways. But I will be back later this evening. Time and work and falling asleep from sleep deprivational exhaustion allowing. Later this evening, we shall return with Cult of the Lamb. I hope to see you then. Thank you for being here, everybody. Have a wonderful day. Goodbye. Bye.